All right, welcome back to the Tee Less Traveled. You've probably just watched the playthrough video of this course, and I'm here with the course designer. So, Sarah, if you want to let the people know, what's your name, and then tell me what was the inspiration for this course.
Guys, my name is Matt White. I'm the course designer and TD out here at Creekside, and the inspiration was kind of serendipitous. So we were dealing with a kind of interesting situation where the pastor of the church that I go to has bought this land out here where there eventually will be a church building. There is not one currently. Got about 50 acres on the initial plot of land. And
it's a good size.
It is a good size. It's a great size. And they're waiting on all kinds of things for building approvals, core samples. The county is going to run a road through here. We're not quite sure where. So he wanted people out here being able to use the property, get familiar with the church and where it's going to be, and be able to enjoy this beautiful plot of land we have. So he tapped me and a friend of mine to potentially put a disc golf course out here in July of 2022. So I spent about 2-3 months just walking out here trying to find the coolest tee locations, if there are any really interesting features of the land, and narrowed it down initially from about 20 potential locations down to the final 9 that we ended up cutting for the tournament to get ready for this weekend. So kind of a quicker process than normal, since we didn't have to deal with any parks department approvals or anything. We could.
That's nice.
Yeah, absolutely. We could kind of do what we wanted as far as design. There was only one hole where he said that's probably too dangerous, but I mean, 200 feet basically straight downhill, it seemed fine to me. But
I've played ones like that.
He was a little bit dubious if the youth group comes out here to play it, that someone might fall down. So for the most part, we got to do exactly what we wanted, and it worked out really well.
Yeah, and so that kind of answered some of my question, but about how long did it take to construct it and to get it ready? And I know like you use rented baskets for this tournament, and so how long until this is something that is going to be on UDisc and people can come out and play on a regular basis?
That's a little bit of a harder question. So from July to now in February was the construction timeline. We just really got finished up within the last couple weeks, and it's still like natural tee pads. We would like to put tournament, like really nice tournament quality tee pads in eventually.
Yeah, some of them are very slippy. Yeah. I almost wiped out on one of them.
5 probably?
9.
9?
5
and 9 were by far.
Yeah, I went from birdie the first round to bogey the second round for slipping.
Yeah, for sure. Those two are really rough, but we would like to be able to put in permanent baskets here. As soon as we know exactly where the roads and buildings and everything are going to be and know that they're not going to encroach on what we built already, we'll be able to have this permanent. We raised enough money for a couple baskets through the tournament, but not for the full 9 we need. So we're taking donations and probably going to run another tournament in the summer to try to raise the rest of the funds for it. I think it was a pretty good reception today. We had 32 players come in, and 30 of them actually show up. So pretty good turnout for our first time. Hopefully it'll be a lot bigger next time. And I think for the most part, it was enjoyable for everybody. It's not easy, but
no, it's not.
I think a lot of people maybe turned off of it because they say, oh, it's a church course. The holes aren't that long. It's going to be like really hard to get scoring separation, and it really wasn't. We had from a couple strokes under par to almost 20 over, so
yeah,
pretty good.
In my division, it was all separations by like 1 stroke.
Yeah.
And so like for me, it's always putting. Like I missed so many on putting, but there was one guy just threw thumbers every hole because he's like, at least I know what this is kind of going to do, because like the course is technical, and it's really well made.
I appreciate that. I tried to make it where hitting lines was rewarded and playing smart golf was rewarded. I feel like throwing pars out here is not that difficult. Throwing birdies is another task.
Yeah, and bogey, easy to do if you're off the fairway.
Absolutely.
If not more than that.
Between the OBs and some of the, we didn't cut a lot of the rough. So
no, the rough is rough.
The rough is very rough. There's a lot of thorns. There's a lot of places you don't want to be. So if you're left side on 3 or down on the right side of 5, really, there's some really rough spots.
Yeah, and so when do you think, like, I know you're with everything with the buildings and whatnot, but when do you think, other than tournaments that will be scheduled here, when could people come out to play? Or is that not known?
We're hoping late this year.
Like this year?
Like late fall, early winter 23 would be a realistic timeline. if we find out that the road's going to be on the other side of the cemetery over here. We have like an antebellum pre-Confederate cemetery over here that's kind of interesting. So the road's got to be on one side or the other. If it's on the side where the course is, we're going to have to relocate some stuff, and that'll take some time. If it's on the other side, then that'll be awesome, and we can start making it permanent as soon as we can afford to put baskets in and start paying for permanent tee pads.
Yeah, and so if people want to donate towards that, is there a place where they can do that?
They absolutely can. So on the Creekside Church, Dallas, Georgia website, I don't know the exact URL, but if you search Creekside Church, Dallas, Georgia, there's a give portion, and you can go to the drop down, and there's one specifically to give towards the disc golf course.
Awesome. I can hopefully put that link in the description.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but yeah, thanks for watching, and thanks for your time and for putting this all together.
Blank.
Yeah, of course. But that's the T-Lex Traveled, and we'll see you next time.